Hi Twin Flames, and let's see what's in store this week for your Twin Flame, for you, and as always, our last card is some next steps that you can take in order to speed up your harmonious Twin Flame union. So let's get started with a card for your Twin Flame. Let's see what's gonna come up for them this week, what the energy is like. And we see in this card that this week is going to be extremely important for your Twin Flame in terms of their faith and their trust in the process. I get a feeling that your Twin Flame's life is kind of being turned upside down when it comes to certain things, maybe certain values they had or certain perceptions that they had about the world. They're really forced to question those and confront certain limiting beliefs, perhaps. And that's not necessarily a very comfortable place to be, actually. For many people, that might trigger a dark night of the soul, some kind of existential crisis. However, all this questioning is going to lead to something better. Like you can see in the illustration of this card, the surroundings are a little dark, like the sky is very dark, but the more that this girl is approaching the destination, everything is light and beautiful. So it's like coming out of the darkness and into the light. But of course, in order to get to the light, you have to go through the darkness first. And we see a lot of butterflies in this card, which is also a symbol of transformation. So this week is going to be incredibly transformative for your Twin Flame. They are forced to confront some very deep feelings, very deep beliefs that have been keeping you separate from each other. And it's not necessarily going to be a pretty process. If you've already gone through a spiritual awakening, then you already know that there's no such thing as a pretty process when it comes to those things. But it's something necessary and something that's really going to benefit both of you, and it's going to take your relationship to such a beautiful place. Even though right now it really seems like things are really intense at the moment, and your Twin Flame is really going to be called to trust and have faith that things are going to unfold for both of your highest good. Next up, let's see what's going to come up for you this week on your Twin Flame journey. And we have miracles and blessings. Do you feel blessed? Maybe not if you're watching this. Maybe you stumbled across this video in search for answers. Maybe things are not going too well on your Twin Flame journey. And this card is a reminder that everything has its gift. There's a blessing in every situation, in every person that you meet, including your Twin Flame. Sometimes it can feel like, oh, I wish I hadn't met this person because my life used to be so much easier before that. And sometimes we might even blame our Twin Flame for our awakening. However, it's not something that your Twin Flame caused. It's something that your soul was ready for. So this is why it happened when it happened. And when you have the right outlook when it comes to this journey, then you're going to reap the benefits of it. It's extremely important to examine how you see every situation that comes up. If you are going to see your current talents as an opportunity to blame yourself, feel bad about yourself, feel bad about where you are in life, get hopeless, then of course it's going to feel terrible to be on the Twin Flame journey. Because every time a challenge comes up, and there's gonna be challenges, as with everything in life, then you're going to be feeling very bad about it because there's all this baggage attached to the challenge. Instead of, there's the challenge, I feel this way, I need this to move through it, boom, everything's good now. I healed this. Next level. So this week it's important to remind yourself that miracles are possible, blessings are possible. The fact that you even are on your Twin Flame journey is a huge blessing and a huge miracle. And every challenge with your Twin Flame or in your life purpose, every challenge has a gift. And the areas that challenge you most are the areas that are going to bring you your biggest gifts. So that's why it's important not to run away from those challenges, but to face them head on. And last but not least, let's see next steps. What is it that you can do in order to speed up your harmonious twin flame union? And we have love who you are. You're divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Look at that. And the person in this card is definitely someone who sees their blessings, who sees the miracles and the gifts of its situation. And that's your advice for this week, to learn how to love yourself, even the parts of you that are hard to love, and to start seeing yourself as divine, as deserving. Life doesn't have to be miserable. Your twin flame journey doesn't have to be miserable. Things can feel light and easy instead of difficult or impossible. And if that's an experience that you desire to have on your twin flame journey, then it's very important to persist and change your outlook. And what will certainly help with that is to have support, consume the right information that will actually help you make progress, to have a spiritual practice that you can use to process your feelings and heal whenever those challenges come up. That's an extremely important part of this process. Literally, no person who came into their twin flame union did so without doing any kind of inner work on themselves. Because that's one of the core things that bring twin flames together. Your spiritual awakening and your healing. And if you're not investing in that, if you're not putting in the energy and the effort, then your twin flame journey is not really going to feel as good or as smooth sailing. It's actually going to feel very chaotic, and it's not going to be a very smooth experience for you. So a very important tip here. Loving who you are doesn't have to do with like hair care or doing your nails, but really loving who you are at the core, learning how to heal from your traumas, how to heal from your triggers, childhood wounds, and how to free yourself from all that. That's the best type of self-love that you can practice, and it's also the most effective when it comes to your twin flame journey. So this is all I had for you, my dear twin flames. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.